Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our channel Off Our Rockers. I am sitting in my Dodge Promaster campervan. It is a self-build, and today I'm going to take you through some improvements we made to the van. It is currently April 2020, and we're dealing with this COVID-19 pandemic. I hope everyone in your family is doing well as yourself, and I'm sure we're all counting down the days until we can start traveling again in our vans. Meanwhile, it's a good time to upgrade your van, start building your vans or design them. But since we built our van, we've driven cross country, did a couple of other major trips down south and through the deep south. And while we're on the road, we came up with some ideas for improvements, and that's what I'm going to go over with you today. Improvement number one was the water system. If you looked at my first video on our van tour, you saw we had a 5-gallon freshwater water tank and a 5-gallon gray water tank. Both of those tanks fit underneath the sink, and the problem was 2 people go through 5 gallons of water quite quickly. And this entailed, removing the tanks for refill. The gray water tank was behind the freshwater tank. So to empty the gray water, first we had to disconnect the hoses to the freshwater, remove that tank, do the hoses, disconnect the hoses for the gray water tank, remove that tank, take it out of the van, dump them, fill them, put them back in the van, and hook them back up. So we changed that system over. We are now carrying 4 times the amount of fresh water, and we got 4 freshwater tanks that we now store underneath the bench, and I have a separate video with a lot of details on the tanks themselves, the storage containers. But now we don't have to remove the tanks from the van to fill them. The window is only a couple of feet away. We can bring our freshwater hose through the window and easily fill the tanks. The tanks are also easily removable for cleaning. They have wide mouths on them. Get in there with your hand and a sponge, and that will keep out any mold or other nasty things from growing in especially hot and humid conditions. So if you're putting a tank in your van for fresh water, think ahead on how you're going to clean that tank, because eventually you are going to have to clean that tank. Now, the number 2 big improvement we did was with our gray water. We now have 2 6-gallon gray water holding tanks underneath the van. This gets them out of the van, they're out of the way, there's no more handling those tanks. I also installed an electric valve. Throw the switch, valve opens. If we had to, we could even connect a hose to the valve if we had to reach a different area for dumping. So that was really nice, super great convenience. And our gray water, we always use biodegradable soap, so there's nothing bad in the gray water. And that was really a great improvement. And basically, I ordered the 2 tanks on Amazon. All the mounting hardware I got from Lowe's. I screwed the brackets to the frame of the van with sheet metal screws. It's very sturdy, very solid. I have not had any problems with that. 3 on our van improvements is storage. We added several of these small storage shelves with bungee cords on them so they'll stretch to accommodate different sizes. They are very lightweight, so you hardly add any weight at all to the van. We put a couple over the bed, a couple on the back doors. We then got some of these stretch net bags, which you also put on the back doors for additional storage. And it has worked out really nice, and it actually makes the van look a little nicer inside too. So that was our 3rd big improvement. The 4th improvement we made to the van were cushions, like I'm sitting in right now on our bench, and covers for those cushions. We also had some material left over, so we made coverings for the bedroom windows. We basically took the material and we sewed this that reflective material, that aluminum backed, almost like bubble wrap type material for a little extra insulation, and that fits nice and snugly inside the bedroom windows. Then for the windows on the back door, using the same material, we just sewed some magnets into the seam, and that fits right onto the metal door, and that will cover up the windows at night for privacy. we used to have a problem. We always carry bikes with us when we go on our trips. Well, our original bike rack, you couldn't open the rear doors. Even with the bikes off the rack, the doors would hit the front part of the rack. It was a Thule Pro Series bike rack. Could not open those doors. So I found a swing away hitch that Kuwait makes. So now you can release that hitch. The bikes and the bike rack swing way out of the way. You can open both rear doors completely. And that is a really nice convenience, because before we always had to remove the bike rack to get access to rear doors of the van. Also put a motion sensor light on the rear door outside the van. So at night, if you're working on the back of the van, taking bikes on, putting bikes off, or even for security. So solar powered rechargeable light, and that light will come on if there's any motion in the area toward the rear of the van. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed seeing these updates to our van. If you haven't seen the first video, I'll put a link at the end of this video here on the screen, so you can see the first van tour when we first built our van out. Once again, we're getting anxious to get back on the road, and I also have more detailed videos for the storage containers, the water tanks, the gray tanks, and you can watch those individual videos if you want to see a little more details on the actual construction. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. I try to answer them as soon as I can. If you found this video useful, a thumbs up helps our channel. If you want to see more videos in the future and get notified, you can always subscribe. Hopefully, again, we're going to be back on the road making more videos this summer. And again, stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy whatever you're doing. And talk to you later.